Namaste. Myself, Dr. Soumya Viyanava. I'm a chief consultant at Diabetes Discipline. Wow. I'm over here today to talk on our topic how to prevent type 2 diabetes if you are over 50 years. So, everybody does know like nowadays the type 2 diabetes has become so common. We are able to see 13 plus people are getting diagnosed with at least with the pre-diabetes, and within next 5 years I'm able to see them they have shifted to medications many streams of medicines. I would say they would try initiate the diet and exercises, then they would try random Ayurveda medications, online they would go. At the end, somehow the people are also increasing with the diabetic neuropathy is what I've able to see the last decade. And yes, the age, it's becoming a concern. Before, we used to get diabetic patients who are generally 60 and above. Later, we started seeing the patients, within the range of 45 plus. Nowadays, what we are seeing is like 32, 35. Like I'm able to see more diabetic patients in 30s and 40s than the people who are crossing 60. And as we all know, the treating diabetes starts becoming the challenging as you start aging, because every organ of our body starts into a phase of degeneration. One or the other degeneration will be there, and every organ starts aging. So obviously, once you are in 65 plus and all, or 60 plus, generally the production of the insulin in your body starts reducing. But what I'm talking is, why did I keep 50 years as a line? Is to make sure, because the people below 50, or let's say like below 45, they are more becoming susceptible to develop this lifestyle diseases. So it's no more sudden I keep that 60 as a borderline. So let's talk about the prevention. Before that, we have to give you an illustration about how does this age starts affecting that diabetes. See, generally, everybody does know, and I have also spoken in my other videos, diabetes is a lifestyle disease, metabolic disease. So from when it actually become a lifestyle disease is, the moment you started counting your age, that is how it became a lifestyle. Why it started reducing why it started seeing it the more, the people below 45 and all. That is because of your lifestyle. So here you have to understand, before the people used to have a particular lifestyle for 50 or 60 years, then they used to get into diabetes. But now what I'm able to see is the people who have just lived that particular lifestyle for the 40 years or so, and then they are getting into any kind of a metabolic disease. It's not only a diabetes, I could say. I'm able to see hypercholesterol levels, like the kinase are also really bad, and their hypertension, BP, and maybe post-COVID, yes, the people are becoming more health conscious, but they are just switching on to different types of diet. For example, the keto diet, the intermittent fasting. I keep repeating these diet patterns in my every video. Why is that? Because I've trained my body for all this 40 years into something, and I suddenly switch on to something else. And how do you expect your body to follow that particular new lifestyle? Or how do you expect your body to take those particular proteins or those particular time changes in your body that would also lead you to any kind of metabolic disease? So let me just brief you. What are before I go into a prevention of type 2 diabetes, for the people who are above 50, it is, I would say, you are definitely lucky you haven't got diabetes and you have barely hit 50 years. Then yes, it is good that you still have a chance to prevent it. Make sure it doesn't come to you till you complete your lifespan. The risk of diabetes developing after 50, the concern may be more about the complications, I would say. Why? Because most of the people are more prone to cardiovascular diseases post 20 years, whatever the kind of the cholesterol issues or the stroke chances that increase sudden shoot up of their blood pressure, these are majorly seen after 50. And ladies also start above 50, they usually attain the menopause. And during the particular menopause, the ladies also have a very tremendous imbalance of their insulin prevention or their body cells insulin resistance because of there is a change in the hormones. Then they also have a many people after 16 is like, Doctor, I never had a thyroid at my teenage or like during my 30s, and I had a normal consumption of everything. When I happened to get a thyroid post-diet, post-menopause, yes, there is a possibility. These are the hormonal changes in your body. So one among them is also your thyroid. So that is also can happen when you are above 50 and you have achieved your menopause. That will also contribute. So these are the complications considering that keeping the age line or age limit is 50 years. That's where I'm talking in particular with that particular, 50 years old people. So post 50 years, what happens? It is all the natural changes which happens in your body. That's the first thing to consider. Second thing is, my body is more prone to get into complications and my body is degenerating more. So I have to be more conscious. Let's say like the person of 35 and he has developed type 2, the reversal would be really more easier than what a 50 years person gets at. Let's say that 30 years old guy, let's consider curd is being this glycemic index adultering kind of food material. I'm just giving an example. So that person keeps eating curd for all the 30 years and he has become diabetic. So I try to cut down his dietary products, especially I'm going to concentrate only on that particular curd. So how many years he has eaten? 30 years. If that person becomes 50 and then he develops. So how many years he by living is again? Added 20 years. So that particular amount of toxins has been pushed, or that would be the positive factor which has been pushing you to become or to disturb your metabolism. So at this time to make you understand, the younger the age, the reversal of the treatment will be more easier. It starts becoming tougher as you start passing a year. That's how the every disease. It's not an exception for this, but yes. For diabetes would become challenging because many other diseases start surrounding, like for example, you have only BP for all the 50 years, and because of your blood pressure, your heart has to really pump, and it is under stress. And maybe yes, you are on medication, pressure is being maintained, but you have all the chances of developing of diabetes very soon. So all these metabolic diseases are related. The same way, when you get a diabetes, you are also more prone to get into other BP or maybe cholesterol issues, which would lead to cardiac issues. So it will be more faster in your body. Everything can get into everyone. Okay. So before I speak about the prevention, so everybody would be definitely aware. Your HbA1c, that's what most of the people consider it to be. So that should be, you have to be, below 5.7 to be a non-diabetic. See, every medication. But my reversal patients, sometimes if they are above 50 and what we get them is into a 6.5 and below, or 6.2, 6.3. They remain pre-diabetic forever. According to diagnostic criteria which has been set by an American association, that could be a criteria. But according to me, yes, he's been reversed because his symptoms are doing good and he don't have any other complications, neither has developed any other cardiac issues or cholesterol, which is still the time, then yes, he's doing good. You don't need to really worry about your A1C or a glycemic index stuff, okay? Anyways. So coming to a prevention part, I would say If you are 50 and you have never heard of diabetes, then just thank God and then start making sure how is your, if you have to take a chart, I always say to my patients, you have to take a paper and spend yourself for time and write out what are the things. And I know that is bad for my body and I'm still doing it. Maybe this stop it first. Let's say I get up at 6:37. That's a good habit. I won't say I'm going to get up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, but that's a good habit. Okay, but I'll not eat anything till 10:30 or 11. Till I take care of my kids or help my husband or if he has to drop my kids. So I happen to get patients like that. They say like they can't start the therapy or the treatment because they have commitments, family commitments, their kids. See, you have to understand. When a disease comes and you're ending up with a complication, you will just get up in the morning and your kidney is no longer working. See, if I'm there or any doctor is there, they can just tell you what has happened with your body and they can reverse few situations or few complications of your body unless you won't act on it in the beginning when you're in a pre-diabetes stage. So I would say generalize 50 plus are always kind of you're in a pre-diabetes stage. Keep that in your mind. Just don't think you didn't get a diabetes or you are happy to go around or you have to make the life choice whatever you want. No, you certainly can make it. But I'm trying to say it's a healthy life choice or how to prevent that particular metabolic diseases. It's not only about diabetes. It will also contribute for many other things, maybe cholesterol, BP, all those things. So, first thing is to make yourself a list of it. Which one you are doing it consciously, knowingly. So the deadline, 50 years is your deadline, keep it there. So don't do that. Make those lists. Maybe you wanted to stop those habits 10 years back or 5 years back. Maybe because of your commitments or maybe because of you had so many other responsibilities. You could never do it. I appreciate. But that doesn't mean you have to keep doing the same thing. No, this is the time. This is the alarm for you. That was your age, 50. And I have not got it, then you should never get it. So what do I do towards it is to make these things listed out. So once you make those listings, like what is good for me, what is not good for me, what is bad for me, then you need a help of a doctor who can tell you is that is right to do for your age or not. So you should not come into conclusion, let's say like you will cut down your white rice. No, completely. Because I know many of the patients who gets their A1C above 8 or 9, they just cease their white rice. And there is something trending, rajmudi or red rice and all. So they say, doctor, whenever I eat that, my sugar levels was so good. It came under control. Say sugar levels would have been fluctuated only for that day or the second day or the third day. Doesn't mean the A1C is completely covered the control. That you could see only every 3 months. And definitely it is not good for your body to stop something which I have been giving for all the 50 years. So never make those kind of sudden alterations or a hasty decisions, I would say. So once you make a list of those things, seek any expert's help and start decreasing those particular things and start increasing it. Timing is very, very important. Your food timing, I literally say to my patients, 8-1-8. That should be your standard food timing. Don't eat anything after that. Why not you whatever you want to eat, keep it for your lunch. Anything heavy. So the first thing is about to list out yourself what consciously are doing wrong and eliminating those things. Second thing is to eat one time. So never miss the time. Third thing is it should become that every day I eat, same way my exercises are. If you're really not into any fat before sports or anything, not required. Just continue. Start with a walking at least. And if you're already a good walker, try to increase the time or the duration of the walking. And always make sure you're sweating every day. You're just not going for a walk just to gossip with your friends. No. You have to make sure like your scalp is sweating nicely. That is what is very important. That is the third thing. The fourth thing you have to understand is which are other food I have been practicing since my childhood and which all are really contributing to diabetes, and which all are the food which are really taking artificially prepared or which is just like we got it as with added with preservatives or flavored or which are refrigerated. So you have to start selecting and deleting those particular food. All these years you have ate is done, but now you have to make sure that you are deleting those things. But the last point I would say, you don't need to panic and keep checking every time. But I would say if you already have a family hereditary or you are into already a pre-diabetic stage, then you have to check every 3 months. If at all, then every 6 months too good. And yes, I have also spoke about podiatry and all related to diabetes. You can also see over that how to take care of your food health. I mean, if there is any family infection and in water just comes in there. So you have to make sure you're taking care of those things as well. So as it started aging, your skin dryness might increase. So you have to also see that, wrinkle is obviously. So hydration is very important. That doesn't mean you just keep drinking 3 or 4 liters of water a day. No, your kidney capacity would have reduced. So don't pressurize your kidney to do that. Okay. So these are the major prevention tips I would say. If you could really do it, you feel it is all generalized and it's very simple. The same thing we also advise for the pre-diabetic patients. But if you have crossed 50, and I definitely appreciate that you have not got diabetes, and if you want to really stay away from any kind of metabolic diseases on the lifestyle diseases, you can do this. And I would say an added point is, until and unless medicine is a medicine. Just because it is an Ayurveda medicine, it doesn't have a side effect. So I just keep purchasing something, or people will also say like, doctor, I just take my multivitamins. They say, whenever I ask them, that's a beautiful answer I get. Like, I go on the medication. No, doctor, I'm not at the medication. Then yeah, I do take just a supplements. Then when I ask the list of supplements, you should know like everything, whatever is available, any metallurgy people, that's how they sound. Calcium, iron. Doctor, no, I just had this particular vitamin B is deficiency, and so I just started vitamin D. As my bones are really weak. See, so you are already diagnosed yourself. I would say just because Ayurveda or any line of medicine doesn't have a side effects doesn't mean that it's good for you. I would say unless your body doesn't need that. So maybe a calcium of 5 nuts in your body is more than enough to go there. It's job at the age of 50. Why you want the supplements to do it? Why you want to push something inside? What if you want to change? Make a changes in food. You want to increase your calcium? Eat more calcium related food and try to train up your body muscles with some particular exercises. Then you want to go and you change that lifestyle. Never just push or just try TK just because the people are so let's make sure that I don't get diabetes, so I just keep eating some I order because I have not access to this online medication purchasing, so I just order all the Ayurveda medications now. Never do that. So this is about how to prevent diabetes, type 2 especially if you're over 50 years. I have also spoke about pre-diabetic and how to prevent diabetes in other, below 50 as well. So you can watch all those information in my other videos. Thank you.